worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Go, go, slow, you can still go. Go, there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hey, howdy, hi, hello, hola, привет, bonjour, guten Tag. What is up, Vikings? Hopefully, one second. I had to there we go. All right, fix the music. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to sort some stuff out here. What's up? Haven't really had a hangout that's gone, you know, computer decent for a while. So just figured I'd go live while I'm hitting Uber Chiefs and chill with you guys. I've got a giveaway idea I'm gonna try to get approved for next week. I will also be live during Jotunheim, but just kind of testing out some stream stuff today. Figured it was a good thing to do while I'm hitting Chiefs and just chill and hang out with you guys. I recently did the videos about the changes to the game. I will be briefly going over my opinion of those today, as well as just whatever you guys want to talk about, pretty much. I don't really exactly have a plan for today. As far as streaming, it was pretty much just chill, hang out, before the craziness of yacht. Of course, like I said, I will be streaming this Jotunheim. I'm not sure of the times or the days just yet. Got to figure out some of that. But anyways, what's been up with you guys? Anyways, like I said, I haven't really done a live. Been dealing with some issues. If you guys have looked at the GoFundMe, you know kind of what's been going on. So yeah, it's been a interesting month and almost half now. So woo, what's up? What is up, Vikings? The changes in the game have been rough for quite a few of you. I can relate and can't relate at the same time. To kind of expound on my video from yesterday. A lot of you guys know what is up? Hello. A lot of you guys know where Amber and I play currently. Amber Prom and I play currently. We play in Ret. So of course, the towers, Asgard towers, home gang forts, and stuff like that, don't really affect us as much as it would if we were still in our 4-man clan. So I completely understand why people are angry, more or less, about these changes. But I honestly believe that we will grow into them. One second. Let me share this with... Let's see if Torn's around. Okay. So, gracious. apologies for yeah, it is you guys are gonna have to get used to this. The program I used for the mask, hello, the program I used for the mask, the me that you guys all got used to, was discontinued, and I just don't feel like spending all that time painting my face. Not gonna do it. I could. I'm just not going to. So you guys will just have to get used to seeing me. This is me. This is the me that is normally behind the screen. But like I said, the mask was a thing for a while. It can no longer be a thing. You know, I agree and I don't agree, John. I mean, we already spend for town skins and artifacts. So I think that with the growing into them, honestly, the way like town skins are being upgraded and the way artifacts are being raised with Battles of the Light and stuff, and I'm not saying those are like cheap by any means, but they can be worked on over time. The way artifacts are and the way town skins are, I believe that like really we can work our march size and our onslaught up, and by working those up, it's going to make the towers and everything else easier. Again, like I said yesterday, don't quote me. I'm not guaranteeing that these are all going to be fixes that make things soloable, for lack of like a better term. Oh, I'm not guaranteeing you're ever going to be able to solo towers in the next like year. I'm just saying the way that the bonuses are, and I will try to slow down for the translator. The way the bonuses are, I can see that in the future it might be possible to solo these again. Now, when it comes to star shards, I mean, dude, like, so if you look like, okay, so everybody knows, hang on, let me stop this. Everybody knows where Amber and I play. It's no big surprise. We play in Ret. I've got like 5 town skins that I don't have star shards for. I mean, that's just kind of that. There's like 5 of them sitting there. I don't have the star shards and I don't have the Asgard medals. So, I mean, I get it. I understand. Like, honestly. I mean, like, I'm still working on maxing my gear. I've got 2 pieces left. So like I understand. I'm not saying that like the answer is to join bigger clans or to get more people because that's the fix all. I think that like if you want to send an OS tomorrow, you would need more people in your clan. That would be the temporary / quick fix that would make it to where you could do it now. Now, as far as like long term, I believe that again, artifacts and town skins and a seer, those three things right there, as well as like runes. The rune bonuses really do add quite a bit to March. So if you look at like the possibilities of like slimming down the amount of warriors in an onslaught versus the amount you're sending to an onslaught, it might change. Like honestly, the way these numbers get added, like I'm gonna be like straightforward. The way the bonuses get added are not my thing. So I'm not saying this is an absolute fix, but I mean, artifacts are new. There's town skins going up more and more to 15. There's still a seer. Runes can always be re-rolled. So hello. So honestly, like I'm not saying this is a guaranteed fix, but I really think that there are things that could be changed or upgraded that could make it possible to either A, solo storm, or B, storm with, you know, one other person versus like needing 3 or 4. So now, like, see, prefer 80% attack instead of march size. See, I would agree with that. Personally, I would agree with that. But if someone wanted to go the route of changing their march size so they could potentially send an OS by themselves, I could understand why someone might choose that as well. As far as like why people make some of the choices in this game that they make, I've been asking myself that question for like 9 years. But hello, what's up? So I really do think that like where people are saying, well, this update broke it for smaller clans, I really do think that there might be some things that once they're upgraded, change that. I'm not sure, because I mean, I'm also not guaranteeing that once we get up there that things aren't going to change again and keep it like it is now. So again, I don't know. There's really just no way for me to guarantee what might be changed. I'm just saying, like, I foresee the bonuses that are currently in the game, once they are upgraded, being allowed to up our march size to the point that we can potentially do this. Now, when it comes to Fury Towers, for instance, I did notice that there were a significant amount of towers that could be solo attacked with quite a bit of success. Again, not saying that like I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I am using a clicker for that. I'm saying that, like, where was I? Now I got all sidetracked. Fury Towers. Okay, I did notice like up to 4, 5, 6, even 7 were able to be solo attacked. So I mean, if it is plausible to solo attack them, then I can't click that fast anyway, Gary. If it is possible to solo attack them, then I mean, like, the answer right now might be solo attack up to where you can feasibly. I'm not saying like bash into a tower. Solo attack up to where you're comfortable and where you can play feasibly, and then just scout the rest. I'm not saying the scouts are exactly weak in the new tower numbers either, but I mean, there's options. It's not just merely I'm going to give up. This is a crock of stuff and move on. Like, home gang towers are like a little different because, I mean, it's home gang for one. Home gang has always been a clan event, so like I almost see both sides of that too. Of I play in a small clan and we can't beat towers, but then I also see the other side of that of like, well, I mean, it's a clan event, so those towers are not meant to be like solo killable because, I mean, really, clan is definition of a clan is a group. So I believe it's like 2 or more. I don't know. I'd have to go look up the actual definition of the word. But it's not one. It's not a one-man group. And I'm not saying you're advocating for a one-man group. I'm just saying merely I understand where the upset is coming from as far as like smaller clans or groups not being able to beat these. But I also understand why these changes were implemented. So, yeah, see, I mean, I might be able to go to a 12 or 13, but honestly, they go fast where we play, and I'm not near as fast as a lot of these guys. Hello! How goes it? Oh, man. I would assume you guys can hear me fine, since I haven't seen anything that says otherwise. You guys will kind of have to like just kind of like bear with me while I hit Chiefs because, well, I mean, like I said, I've got 2 pieces of gear left to go to 15. Oh, that tells you roughly where my budget is too. So, I also understand the budget thing of like, you know, this stuff costs quite a bit of money. I mean, well, it does. That's just like, if you want these march sizes and stuff now that the town skins and the artifacts are offering, I mean, it's kind of like you have to spend. Now getting them over time, it would be way more plausible. Like upgrade artifacts as you can, upgrade a seer as you can, upgrade town skins as you can, and then just kind of like keep doing that in order to get your march size, your onslaught, warrior numbers in onslaught, and other capabilities up to continue playing in a smaller group. Like I said, I don't know exactly how these bonuses go or will go. But I mean, I see it being possible. Congrats! I have 1 amulet and the helmet on my Asgard gear left. I've got my Ubba's troop specific and spy all maxed. So for hero, it's merely just finishing the upgrade of my Asgard stuff, which every time I look at the amount needed makes me slightly want to cry. Oh, that is my honest opinion on the amount of materials needed for gear. I look at the amount needed and it makes me slightly want to cry inside. So, as I was saying earlier, I will be trying to get a giveaway approved next week for you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to do a Halloween giveaway, which I do every year. And I'm going to have to get creative this year with a costume. So there's that. We might do maybe a giveaway on who can guess the Bones costume. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try to get a giveaway approved next week. I can't guarantee how big the rewards and stuff will be, of course. But I also plan on doing lives in Jotunheim and doing more lives in general. Because this seems to be working So far, so good. Oh, nice. Congrats. Oh, Asgard gear. So, also, one thing I didn't touch on in the changes that were made in the game was the difference now in the Raven Towers, which, I mean, I have affectionately named them like the Raven RV parks because towers would denote a fortress in my mind, and they are not fortresses. I don't. There's so many emotions that makes me feel I cannot adequately or correctly define them with appropriate wording. That was one of the changes. I believe there's been some wording changes on that as far as the bonuses go. Town gear does seem to be the best in Raven Towers. I have not personally defended a Raven Tower with town gear, but people that I know are very adequately knowledgeable about that and I trust them. So, I mean, that being said, that the wording on Raven Towers in some places I've seen has been changed. The main thing that everybody was focused on was the OS size, home gang forts, fury forts. I know that there's also an onslaught size change to the throne of Jotunheim. That, well, I mean, we haven't seen yet because we haven't had a Jotunheim since the update. That will be obviously starting tonight. So I will be more than likely doing another yay or nay video about that to get your guys' opinions on that change as well. Of course, I mean, again, my view is slightly skewed when it comes to some of this because, I mean, look at where I play. I'm just going to be like straight up and honest with that. Where I play does affect how I look at these and how they affect me, just because of the simple fact of, I mean, it's not like my clan like doesn't, or I mean, it is rare that my clan doesn't fill an OS. That's just being open, upfront, and honest about it. It is very rare if my clan does not fill an OS. So, as far as these changes with people, how people feel about them, I do very much commiserate and understand. Uno momento. Yeah, so gear. It's this stuff that makes me slightly want to cry right there. So building production will game. I don't know. Really, like the amount that buildings produce, as well as the amount that buildings produce, as well as like the amount we can potentially like hold, has been the same for a while. It's like I don't know. That's one of the things, the capacity. Also, like, if you look at the capacity to jump anywhere, it's still insanely low, too. I mean, I have 546 trillion silver open currently, and if I was jumping kingdoms, I could only take 1T of everything with me. So, really, it's like, some of these things that have been in the game for a while need to change. They need to be updated. At the other times, on the other side, I see that just might not ever change. Really, I don't think with the amount of troops that we use in events, I don't really think that we could ever produce enough in our towns to cover that. I just don't see it. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying I don't see it. As far as building production essentially caps as soon as you have enough open that the building just doesn't, I mean, once you have your storage wise full, like what your vault can hold, and I know, a building none of us ever look at. Once it caps out what your vault can hold and what your resource buildings can hold back, it pretty much just quits producing. So it's one of those things. Oh, put new for see. As far as like runic stones and Asgard stones dropping from invaders, I think that like if we were going to see an invader that drops runic stones, it would probably be hello. It would probably be a Jotunheim invader. For runic stones, and more than likely they would add Asgard invaders or ghosts for Asgard stones. I don't know. I'm just saying that's the only way I could really see that going. Runic stones, the cost is terrible if you look at the seasonal store, and that's where I buy my runic stones. So oh man. I don't know. Really, like an invader for runic stones and Asgard stones would probably be in Jotunheim and Asgard, I would imagine. It might happen in the future. It might not. I don't really have any idea there. But I mean, the game is kind of going in a direction that a lot of people wanted to see for the last couple of years. They wanted an update that could not necessarily be bought. Now, I understand artifacts can be paid for with gold and soul shards, which can be bought. However, if you look at the cost efficient way is light. Now, granted, you need light to activate it too. And take that for what it is. My opinion there. See, I don't know about the coffers from Yacht Monsters. I haven't hit Yacht Monsters for so long now. It is ridiculous. And honestly, like after 5 minutes of my clicker doing this on a Yacht Monster, I'm horrified by how much energy I've spent and how little I've gotten out of it. So, yeah, see? Exactly. The amount of resources really in the game, if you want to have a lot of troops, buy resources. Or buy a ton of tasks and just, click through them. Really, that's just kind of it. You have two options there. As far as farming and resource production, I don't believe we will ever see those go up enough that we can train the troops most of us use in events. Saying most of us, because I do also understand that there are, players that play on a budget. They farm smart. They build the troops they need with what they have, and they rinse and repeat. I will tell you this. I'm lazy. I hate farming. I absolutely hate it. The domain guards I have now, the insane number of domain guards, is still from Jurgen over a year ago. So, there is kind of that. Honestly, farming is just not my thing. Amber has to remind me to close farming events. Yeah, exactly. Like, the best way to do that would be to plunder your resources. But, like, I don't have plunder subs, so the amount, like, I reap off of when we burn somebody versus some people is significantly lower. But yes, really, the amount of resources needed for certain things is significantly higher than the amount of resources we produce or can farm. So, I don't know if that will ever change. Really, my opinion is that this update was good, was needed. I do understand, commiserate, and sympathize on the end of, like, not being able to play events, not being able to max events, needing to grow your clan family that you're comfortable with. But I do think these changes were needed. Now, when it comes to why were these changes needed, I gotta think of how to word this. Over the last few years, we've seen a lot of, like, smaller clans fraction out. Now, I'll use an example, and it's not something I would do. So before people are like, "Oh my God, Bones is mean," which, anyways, if I got to say maybe 2 quadrillion in influence, and I decided I can solo OS, I can solo home gang, I can solo everything else I want in the game, I'm going to fly to a random kingdom, build an SH, take over their pop because I want reputes, and I'm going to turn around and be like, "This is now my kingdom. I'm going to sit here solo and do every event I want." This last update effectively changed that. I think short of, I believe, I'd have to ask Alex currently. I believe only the King of Yacht or Jotunheim, stupid translator. I believe only the King of Jotunheim has a big enough. Oh my God. I believe only the King of Jotunheim has a big enough march to do all that solo now. And that is only while the King's bonus is activated. So only for 30 days. So in that aspect, I believe that this update was needed. It eliminated a lot of solo players jumping to places and causing a whole lot of mayhem and mischief in a lot of people's eyes that was going on before. Now where things are have to do with a clan, I mean, now you might get 3 or 4 people jumping to your kingdom. So it might not be better on the flip side. But there were a lot of like little factions everywhere. Clans split up. People joined clans, didn't like the clan, left the clan, made their own SH, and was like, I'm gonna play solo. Now that's not possible. But again, I understand why people don't like it. It's kind of one of those things. Change is bad, okay? But I get it. This is one of the changes I agree with, but I do understand why this last update was significantly harder on clans. Now, the amount of resources produced and other stuff going up, I personally would like to see that. So, I don't like the fact that A, you can jump kingdoms with only 1 T open. B, you don't ever produce enough to really do anything. I mean, to be honest, you don't produce enough to do 90%. Well, okay, probably about 60% of the knowledge that originally came out in the Oracle. If you're waiting for to produce enough resources to do that, reality is you're playing an entirely different game than most of us because you have way more patience, at least than I do. I know quite a few people that would probably say the same. Really, so like, if you're working off of what you produce, you have learned tips and secrets and tricks to this that in 9 years I haven't seen. I mean, old school wise, we used to have hyperfarm accounts that would literally have all of one resource that we would plunder or send ourselves as needed. Hyperfarms went out the way years ago. Honestly, I think only a handful of people would even know what I am talking about. But I would honestly like to see a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff changed too, as far as like resource amounts. And then, I mean, it would be kind of cool to have an invader that will drop runic stones and Asgard stones. Whether those are cost effective to hit, I have no clue there. But I think it would be kind of cool to have that kind of addition. Could be something. I mean, but keep in mind, if we get something like that, there's still going to be the cost to hit the thing. So, oh, gracious. Here we go. Oh, man. Jotunheim. One of the other things I haven't discussed in videos, I got to pull this up or I have no idea what I'm talking about. Because there's no way I'm going to remember it. There it is. Bam. New leagues. They are changing the league assignment rules for clans in Slaughter and Jotunheim T7 and Slaughter and Jotunheim T8. Competitions with changed rules will first be taking place on October 11th and 12th. That is this Jotunheim, by the way. New league distributions. League of Rookies. I don't even know why that is an influence. 0 influence points. Okay, anyways, moving on. 0 to looks like 15T. And then that's a lot of zeros to count. 15T and 1 to 50T for recruits. Warriors, 50T and 1 to 120T. Conquerors will be 120T and 1 to 250T. Masters 250T and 1. And 1. Gracious. To 200 or to 500T. League of Odin 500 trillion and 1 to 1 quadrillion. Asgard League will be 1 quadrillion and 1 influence points and up. I actually counted it out the other day, and I mean, this was before the light event, so this might have changed. But that would mean for League of Asgard, there is only going to be around 130 clans. That makes my head hurt thinking about it. I don't know how the league would break down for other leagues, because I mean that's just a whole 1,000 clans to count down. But basically, out of 1,000 clans that it will show on the ranking by influence. Hello, what is up, dude? Basically, out of 1,000 clans on the influence ranking, that means only around 130-ish was actually like 139 when I counted the other day. I'm just, lazy and don't want to count that again. Plus, some have probably trained. So let's say top 140 clans in ranking are going to be League of Asgard. 4 Clan Slaughter T7 and Clan Slaughter T8. So I don't know how the rewards are going to break down per league now. With those changes, I would assume that the league specific changes, or the league, since the league's changed, also the rewards. Ow, my knee. I would also assume that the rewards for those leagues would change slightly too. I don't know. But I know those changes mean that it might be easier in certain leagues for people to rank in clan. Again, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. It's kind of like a mystery to me as far as even the OS on the Jotunheim throne. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. Won't know until tonight. And honestly, I'm not a storm setter, or an OS setter, so I don't know really how that's going to change. Exactly. Exactly, yellow. Oh man, it would be my luck I would start getting I'll get King's gear right after I max my Asgard gear, so I'll have that moment of woohoo, my gear's done, and then nope. 6 more pieces to raise. Oh man. Oh goodness. Like I said, I will do a yay or nay video about the OS on the throne to get your guys' opinions. My opinion of that is skewed because I haven't really onslaughted the throne for I want to say 9 months. And then B, I mean, again, my clan kind of doesn't have the same about same things of not filling OSs. So if the yay or nay video for changes in Jotunheim does not have my opinion on onslaughts, there's a reason. Ruler skin, man, that'd be like getting Cosmos. At that point, I'm just not Cosmos is an excellent skin. For those of you that think you want it, look at the requirements to upgrade it. Go look at the requirements to max the thing. I don't really want it, because I know the reality of me ever maxing that is slim to none, to possibly non-existent. So I have a hard enough time maxing the skins I've got. The bonuses on those skins are excellent, but just, man, if you are a budget player, the requirements to max those skins is just kind of insane. So there is that. Oh, gracious goodness. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm going to refill my coffee cup. So give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh. Yes. Ruler skin and Cosmos skin, both of those, like, they look cool. I would love to have a fiery dragon on top of my city, but man, just the reality of ever like maxing that skin alone. The reality of ever maxing that skin alone would just not, it's just not a thing for me. Oh, gracious. John, if you're still here, John Stewart. So like you talked about building production. What would be your what would be your solution? Like, just your opinion. What's your solution for the Jurgen burning John, what would be your solution for like building production? Like, how would you see building production changing to make it like an effective amount for us to produce, aside from like how it is now? Would it just be to increase the production and not the bonuses that the buildings give, or would it be to increase the buildings in general? I'm not saying the level. Oh, all right. Get rid of the production rewards from Ubers and put, yes, that makes sense. Now I get it. Hello. Hello. I understand now. All right. Like, so really, I mean, I think that, okay, I'm going to try to say this and make it sound plausible. I'm going to try to say this and make it sound plausible. Okay, so I think if production is going, or resources is going to change on Ubers, Uber chief layers should go up as far as the amount of resources in them, along with level 8 and 9 tiles from Fury, and the regular Uber layers should go up too. That's if you want to make the farming them plausible. Now, if just so you know, if those go up, the points needed in farming events are also going to go up. Now, I think it would be more plausible I almost hate myself for saying this. I think it would be more plausible to increase the amount produced by buildings and bring back the old hyper farming method. Now, I hate myself for saying that because, like, I haven't logged into my alt accounts for, like, ever. I mean, ever. So, as soon as this chief's done, actually, I will tell you how long it's been since I logged into my Little Bones account. It's been a while. Now, the reason I said I hate myself for saying this, because if they bring back hyper farming, I would be logging into my alts to destroy everything and set it to produce one thing. So it's like if the tiles went up or changed, the checkpoints would change, the resource packs would change in the bank. So now if production in the building were to change, I don't know if the bonuses themselves would also change. I almost shudder to think that would go along with a Palace level 50 update. And I'm going to get like an eyeball text from my wife on that. Or, you know, an oh my God. But honestly, like, if the production and stuff were to increase, I believe that would be something that goes into like the Palace level 50 area, where Palace level goes up to 50, buildings go up to 50, and then, you know, of course, all the buildings produce more. But I'm not 100% sure how that would work out. I'm not a big advocate for that idea of the Palace level going up. FYI, just so, you know, people are aware. Hyper farms used to be the thing. Torrent area. Oh, see, there's the thing from my wife where she's like, what? Hyper farming used to be the way to get a bunch of resources relatively quickly. Was a good way to like trade resources with your clanmates too. Hyper farms now just don't produce enough to really matter, unless like you were to hit them multiple times a day or a week or other stuff. When they were a thing was before T8. No. I didn't ask nothing. No. No. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you asked for it. We delivered it. Oh, no. Oh, gracious. Oh, man. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I would like to see the production on buildings increased. Just for the sake of people that play on a smaller budget. Ooh, see, I like that too. Maybe they can give us an item for transforming useless materials. That is an awesome idea. I mean, I would like a potential transmute runes thing too. I mean, just saying. Aside from the battle pass that I will never max. Yeah, I mean, the production stuff, that's we could be told, yes, we will give you more production. By the way, Palace now goes to level 50, and if you want that extra production, you're going to upgrade your buildings. So it's like, I don't know how it would work out, but I mean, I don't know if honestly, like, I wouldn't change anything in my account. Personally, my planner is maxed. I don't plan on ever destroying my buildings again and rebuilding them, because that's just nightmares for me personally. If production changed, I would be logging into alts and just doing hyper farms again. Because, well, why not? In my opinion, a hyper farm would be a smarter way to do that instead of just mollywopping my buildings. So see the domain guards, 8,842 1 hour, 1,696 3 hour. Just tells you how bad I hate farming. Anyways, before I do that, let me see. No. 33 weeks since I logged into my alt. 30 weeks since I logged into that alt. So, like, honestly, if hyper farming became a thing, that would be like, or if production went up and became a thing again, that would be my thing right there is, see, a billion a day per building. That would make it roughly like, I mean, 22 B a day. See, now the trillions is what's needed. Like, farming is like just terrible. Just terrible. But the production wise of buildings going up would be very beneficial to quite a few people. Like, I mean, aside from just like the hyper farming stuff of, you know, us beefy, fluffy, over 100 trillion influence people. Just so people know what I'm talking about. Farming, the building production going up would be beneficial to quite a few. Like I said, I don't know how they would lump it in though. I don't see it being retroactive to the buildings that aren't or the buildings that are already here. I see it being more of a Palace level 50, and then these bonuses get bigger, and you can now produce more. Your vault can hold more. But yeah, see, like pretty much the only farming I do now is like Uber Chiefs. Like that's it. I don't do a lot of the farming of the tiles. It's not that I don't see a point in it. I just don't I just only it's just boring to me. Like, see, this is why I stream during this, because of this right here makes me want to take a nap. Oh man, it's terrible. It is. It's just absolutely terrible. I have not ranked in a personal event for a while. I did happen to get an awesome group for Battle of the Light last night. I got 3 achievements, 1 group, and took first place in my group. Only played 30 minutes. I only did 1 round yesterday. And that does not count towards Olympian. You have to rank in the overall event. So, like, honestly, when it comes to ranking, I don't do it. I don't pay attention to it. If I happen to rank, I rank. If I don't, well, I don't. Just because the amount of people that push Olympian is like, what's the achievement for ranking? Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Was super surprised and awesome. I was like very much like, oh, whoa, how did this happen? And it only cost me 5 billion T8 and I think 2 billion T7 to do it. So I just got lucky. I got really lucky as far as the group I was in. So like that's just kind of all I can say for that. The group thing still just kind of mystifies me. My first Battle of the Light, I signed up for four rounds, I think. When Battle of the Light first came out, and literally had the same people all 4 rounds. Last Battle of the Light event, I signed up for 2. Had the same people in those 2 that I had the very first Battle of the Light event. And then this time, my group was entirely different. So I don't know what necessarily those groups are based on. Now, I think it would be cool, and if Torin is paying attention, skip the Palace level 50 conversation and pay attention to this right here. It would be cool if when you rank in your personal Battle of the Light competition, if that ranking would count towards Olympian. Let that sink in. So, basically it would mean, you get top 3, 5, 10 in your personal Battle of the Light. Then I think it would be awesome if that counted towards Olympian, because the Battle of the Light itself is a personal event. And the time slot you play is personal. Just my logic there. I'm not saying it has to be that way. It'd be nice if it was. But yeah, I happened to get lucky with my group last night in it, and I happened to get lucky with my group last night in it, and I think it would just be kind of awesome if that counted towards Olympian. Now, when it came to overall ranking, of course, I mean, first, when I looked at ranking this morning in Battle of the Light, it was Alex. Congratulations, Alex, current King of Yacht, on your first place ranking in Battle of Light. Impressive score. So, but I think it would be kind of cool if your little, personal Battle of Light competition ranking counted for Olympian. Toodles Yellow, thanks for stopping by, dude. Always awesome to have you in the chat and on the stream. Oh, man. Oh, gracious. Goodness. There is a bunch of little, implemented changes I could see being a thing, like the resource production, that could be beneficial to quite a few. How do I want to put this? Quite a few non-max players. I don't know if those changes will ever happen without, again, building levels going up. I think it would be cool, like what you were saying earlier about having a invader that drops runic stones and Asgard stones. I believe those would probably be Jotunheim and Asgard invaders. So I don't know exactly how well that would work either. Exactly, it would be a speed run for Olympian. Oh darn. The nice thing is though, it would be a speed run for Olympian, but it would also open it up to where it was possible to have a smaller group to make Olympian more plausible for more people. The achievement has been out for, oh God, I don't even know how long Olympian's been out. I mean, I can look and see when we updated the chart for it. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right. April of 2023 is when proxy admins updated the chart for Olympian. So, I mean, we're going on a year and a half now of Olympian being charted. So, I mean, it's probably been out a little longer than that. There was one. There was a feedback sheet. I did one. I think a lot of other streamers did one too. So yes, that would make Olympian way more plausible for more people. I mean, it has been out a year and a half. I just don't know if that would ever change. But yes, they did a feedback sheet. I think Torin did one too, maybe on his channel. I did one. Stars did one. Pez, I think Negan. I know Master, Viking, Gadkey, Pachelka, Comedian, Pro Play, and Butcher with Ears. I believe all did them as well. Those were actually sent to Torn. The sheets that the streamers did, feedback for the new event was sent to Torn. So, there has been one. I can see if I can do another one. But I think it would be plausible that would open up Olympian for quite a few people. Yes, I agree. Like I said, I can see if I can do another one. If there's stuff you guys want to change about your input on the new event, I would have to ask Torin. I can ask him when I ask about the giveaway I've got. So, just like a touch base feedback. Oh man. It's actually not a bad idea, Blade Master. Oh, goodness gracious. What are other changes you guys would like to see in the game? Like what are other things you would like to see potentially changed that you think could benefit players in general? I don't care if it's like top, I don't care if it's the bottom, players in general. Like the resource production would benefit pretty much everybody that I can think of. So, I mean, there are some that I don't think it would really matter to, but yes, exactly. Oh Lord, it's a thing. Unfortunately, I think. Man, goodness. What are things you guys would like to see changed in Vikings War of Clans that you think would benefit all players? Just out of sheer curiosity. See, you are way more observative than I am. Way more. Like, honestly, I mean, like I said, the first 2 light events I played had the same groups. 4 signed up for 4 slots the very first light event, 2 slots the second light event. Both of those, all 6 of those had the same exact people. Yesterday's was entirely different. That group was never been with that group before. And I still couldn't have picked them out by their march sizes and type. Oh man. Again, you're way more observant than I am. That is not something that I pay that much attention to be honest. Oh, gracious. It's not a thing. Oh, Lord. But what are things that you guys would like to see changed in Vikings War of Clans, like that would help people across events? Like that is like kind of where I'm going with this. Out of curiosity. Ooh. We talked about production. We talked about like invaders and stuff potentially having runic stones and Asgard stones. I talked about how I like the amount of resources you can jump to somewhere with, switch kingdoms with would be nice if it was higher than 1 trillion. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's honestly a mystery to me. There was a feedback form that the streamers did as well. Not one we shared, like where we gave our feedback about it, our personal feedback. One of the things that was reoccurring about that was to make the matches more random. So I think, I mean, I'm not saying that, like, you know, continuing to ask for it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, it has been well documented and stated that we would like to see consistently different matches instead of the older ones over and over and over again. But again, we know repetition works. So the more it's brought up, the more chances we have to potentially get it changed. It would be really nice to see that changed. I didn't play multiple rounds yesterday. I played 1. So, yeah. I would like to see rune storage. So, aside from the favorites button, I would like there to be a way to store runes, rolled runes, with rune dust. I would like to see a way to store runes that do not involve marking them as favorites or just leaving them empty. Also would like to see, if I looked at like my rune list, do this. Use this for an example because this is just, say I go here, I go here. I go... Alright. Just because I know I've got a ton of them. Say I go here. Alright. It would be awesome if there was, like, exactly, put a tag on the runes to later sort them. And it would be awesome if, like, these runes right here, right there, if, like, this had a little thing that told you what gear it was in. Like, so it tells you it is assigned to this set. So if you assign it to another set that you try to use at the same time, you will have a blank spot. Took me 40 minutes! 40 minutes to go through my sets, my shaman sets, and sort them out. It would be awesome if, like, it would tell us where the rune was assigned, so we know when we're doing sets not to assign it again. Just little minor tweak. Was like very much to my agitation that I had assigned it twice and I needed to like go in and redo things, resave it, and so it's like one of those things, like it would be nice to see where it was assigned or what set it was assigned. So I know if like I have it assigned to like my Ubba set, for instance, that I don't also try to assign it to my Asgard set that I'm using at the same time because there's only one of those runes. But, you know, again, minor tweak, just something I thought of that would be kind of cool. There's like a whole bunch of little stuff like that. I don't know, like, if, again, they would ever actually get implemented. But, I mean, I think it would be cool. I think it would be an awesome thing. Just because, like, seeing that little red exclamation point and a red circle around your shaman piece and then having to go through and reassign all of your gear to figure out which one rune, like, there were screenshots. I went through and put a screenshot up and was like, or put screenshots so I could go through rune by rune to fix my sets. So, like, be way awesome if it, like, just told you where it was assigned. More hero energy on hero, like, so 5 mil. 500 mil per hit, or, well, I mean, I'm doing, let me see what this is. Two 8-1s. Yeah, you are probably in your SH. I'm not in my SH. It drops it significantly lower. Hits landed 532. So 17, technically 1700 hits on an enhanced. 1775. If I was in the SH, that would change. It would be, the energy wise would be cheaper per hit if I was in my SH. So, I think that, yeah, exactly. Like, the Killing Chiefs, like, they changed it, remember? Because it was too easy. Like, if they change it again, well, I mean, if it gets changed again, please, for the love of Jesus, change it after I max my gear. Let me get my gear max before that happens. And my wife's gear. Let us max our stuff before you change it again. I mean, but, like, okay, so look at, like, what they did with, Supreme Ghost. Who remembers the nightmare that it was to get legendary runes before Supreme Ghosts were a thing? I mean, I do. Now, like, Supreme Ghosts, like, or I mean, legendary rune farming is one of, like, the easiest things to do in the game. You hit a Supreme Ghost for however long you want. I mean, you kill a Supreme Ghost, you are guaranteed to have legendary runes. I'm talking the original 32%, not great rolled runes. Let's preface that. You are guaranteed to have legendary runes of the old bonuses of 32% to like 1 ranged offense, ranged defense, ranged health, stuff like that. You're guaranteed to have the old legendary runes by killing an Uber Chief. Enough for all of your gear. Some of us hunted for weeks, days on end to get that amount of runes. Now you can do it in an hour. So like, I would like to see potentially the drop on Chiefs change, but I don't want the health to change. Oh, if that makes any sense at all. I would definitely like to see more drops from a Chief without the health changing. I mean, but then again, I'd also like better ways to get non-invader materials. Like one of the things is like my non-invader materials is significantly lacking from my gear now too. Oh, that and Helheim Fire. Ugh. But like the changing of hero energy. So, I mean, maybe the amount we can store, but not the hits we can do. So, like, if they changed it to like you can max at 500 million energy, so 5 mil, but you can still only do a certain amount of hits with an enhanced attack. I mean, like, I could see that. That would be like kind of cool. So you've got all this energy stored up. You've got all this energy stored up in your hero, but your amount of hits didn't change. So like you can literally just, you know, like tap the enhanced attack button like 5 times, for instance. Just throwing that out there. I mean, technically it would be like 100 times. But if it stayed how it is now, but like, you know, that would be cool. But as far as like changing the chief, like which they would probably do if the amount of energy went up, changing the chief would just, well, I would cry. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. I would cry. It would upset me. But if they capped out the amount of hits we get, like, I mean, I think it would be a good idea if they capped out the amount of hits we get and then upped the energy we could save so it was literally just enhanced a couple times. That would be cool. What else? Let me see. Aside from the rune thingy. It would be, I think it would be cool if instead of like on hero energy, so here, if like I go to, let me stop this for a minute. All right. If I go to here and I bought hero energy, it's only going to buy enough to max this. But if you go here, here, you can buy up to, granted they're 2000s, but up to 5 billion gold worth at a time. I think it would be cool if that was on the hero. Like you click the energy, it gives you this option right here, instead of just buying like a single enhanced attack. to me, that would be beneficial as well. But, I mean, that kind of goes up there with, like, other, like, little changes that could be made that would potentially make some of this stuff slightly easier and slightly more convenient. It wouldn't change the amount we're spending necessarily. I mean, it would make it easier to spend it. But it would make certain aspects in the game easier to do, if that makes sense. The rune tagging, production changes on buildings and stuff would be an awesome thing. Runic stones and Asgard stones out of an invader, whether it was in yacht or yes, yep, absolutely can. Creation of a legendary gems, yes, it is. I will do 1 second. Let me finish this chief before I stop this again. I've got like coffers. If you open coffers too, you are literally capped at how many you can open. Gems. Yes, John. Gems. The creation 1K. Other stuff like literally fusing stuff like that would be awesome if it changed. I'll show you what I'm talking about here momentarily. Yeah, see, like I had like I think 22 million coffers of unusual material. How long it took me to go through that? It was nuts. I literally set a clicker and walked off. It's not going to buy any more coffers. They're just going to disappear when they're gone. I set a clicker and walked off. I was done. Nope. The doing like 100K at a time, and so like just open everything I've got and then let me sort through the mess is just kind of like, man. But yes, if you go my items, well, don't do my items. The fusing and transforming cap going up would be phenomenal. Oh! Amber and I have yet to get in the same event. In Battle of the Light, she would win. Just saying, she would. She's stronger than me, whether she likes to admit it or not. Oh, the transformation cap of gems and other stuff is just nuts. The fusing cap is, again, nuts. That is one of those things, like, if I did not have a yeah, you can all you want. Not your items. Don't go military. My items, go military, whatever the other tab is. Drop down to hero energy. You can buy up to 5 billion gold worth of 2,000 hero energy refills. And you can do this a couple times before you have to go. Or you can just buy it a couple of times again. Super awesome. Sweet shortcut. Be awesome if it did that clicking on the hero. You can all you want. She's consistently more than 1 trillion kills ahead of me, by the way. She says she's not stronger than me, but let the stats speak for themselves. See, exactly. Well, I don't know about famous, but I definitely have a strong woman behind me. Oh. Goodness. Gracious. Oh. The fusing thing. Fusing thing has been very much one of the things that Gary Laser Eyes has stated is very much to his ire and frustration for a while. The fusing the certain amount or opening a certain amount of coffers and other stuff that you can do when you have as many as some of us have is kind of insane. So it's like, all right, let me see this. All right. So I have 303 coffers of legendary gems, 100K at a time. Now, like, it would be awesome. It would be awesome if, like, I could just open all 303 coffers. Now, the other thing of that is, this. Ooh. There we go. All right. So there's 9 million there. I know it's kind of a small number. Like, this can literally take seconds or can take hours. Where it, like, maybe, possibly, I mean, I could farm faster from the SH. But, like, this fusing stuff right here. Okay, so this is where it gets whack. I can fuse almost all of this together at once. Almost all of this together at once. Almost all of this together at once. When you get to here, it caps. So it's going to use 4,000 purple to make, or epic to make 1,000 legendary. Well, you got to make the legendary to make the dust. So having that capped is really like, I mean, I'm going to have to sit here for probably 5 minutes. And this is just one out of however many runes down for dust that I'm trying to make. I mean, I don't send a lot of dust and I have a lot of gems. But, so it's like that cap is very much, very much, debilitating, or I should say, a slower process than it necessarily could be. Now, I don't know if, the reason, I mean, I know it's been said, or been brought up before, that cap needs changed. It would be awesome if it happened. I don't know what the possibilities of that happening are. Sorry, I'm like looking for a building at the same time as trying to remember what I'm talking about. There we go. Oh, now see, this view is awesome. This view on a phone would be sweet. Yes, exactly. You like set a clicker, walk off. That's it. Like that's what I did for material coffers, because set a clicker and walk off. That's just all there is to it. I think this view would probably be faster for a lot of people than the view they get on mobile too. I don't entirely know, but it does pretty much max out instantly. So it'd be sweet to see that happen in general. Forgot what chief I was hitting. I'm still not going to have enough. Good Lord God Almighty. Way shorter of what I need. Good God. See, that would be awesome. Oh, excuse me. That would be awesome. Sort it by quality. That would be sweet. Would be definitely helpful. Let's see. Oh, like, thank you. I personally like the view that gives. Why isn't this? Oh. Helps if you assign it to a clicking spot. Ha ha ha. Ah. Am I just pushing the wrong button or what? Oh, fiddlesticks. 1 second. There we go. You see nothing. All right. There we go. All right. Like, I personally like the little round view there because, like, I can go down to the exact. I mean, they're alphabetically listed instead of by like amount owned. Like Blade Master said, or sort by quality instead of numbers. So, like, on mobile, if you look at it, of course, the numbers sorted go into the or the amount that you have goes into the top, and then by quality, versus this, like, literally alphabetical order. This list, like, to me, makes it way more comprehensive if I'm looking at specific, like, very specific, like that. I went after Torn Cloth and Rawhide. That's what I'm hitting Chiefs for. So, literally, instead of 10 minutes of searching for stuff, I can go down to the 2 that I want, fuse those up to legendary, look at how many I have, and go on. It would be awesome for that view on other platforms aside from PC. I don't know if that is, like, possible. It's one of the things, we've seen the view, a few other things different between the PC platform and the mobile platform. Now, I don't know why the view of certain things is different. And that's just one of the things that I know is fusing. Fusing is different versus, like, the view you get on mobile. Now, the view for, or the amount that you can fuse of certain things like gems and other stuff, that in my mind needs changed. I mean, it would be nice to be able to do way more than we currently can. I was like, why? I read it wrong. I thought I had a training boost expiring. I'm like, why did I use a training boost for this? Anyways, it would be way awesome to me if we could fuse more than what we currently can and fuse them faster. Now, like, I don't know, again, like, how much those changes are able to be optimized to make it a reality or a possibility. But, I mean, like, aside from doing it on PC, there's just, there's some little, like, differences here and there that I think would be really awesome if they change things. Yeah, like, okay, so the sorting by quality instead of number would be awesome too. If you had the options to sort, like a drop-down menu, if you want to sort alphabetically, A to Z, if you want to sort by quality, or you want to sort by numbers, at least give us the option. That way people aren't like, well, but I got used to it the other way and I don't like this. Well, then change it back to the other way. But give us like the option necessarily to sort it by the view we like. Like, it would help my OCD way more. Like, my OCD kicks in. Like, my OCD kicks in and just, like, I see all those numbers and I'm like, yep, it all needs fused. Oh, that's when I look at it. Like, I get told that I need to fuse things more often instead of them being a hectic, crazy mess. OCD only kicks in if I look at it. Once I look at it, I'm like, this has to go. If you're curious about said OCD I'm talking about, Amber can tell you about my training OCD. I'll show you my training OCD. All zeros at the end. If I am training, when I go to train, I should say. See this? There's 99 billion T7 bows there. That can't be a thing. That needs to like be a straight even number for me. I'm the same way when it comes to my mats, gems, and other stuff. Once I look at it, that's all she wrote. Like, I have to like straighten it out, fix it, like change stuff, fuse it to the point they can't be fused anymore. Like, that OCD tick of mine is just like, nope, we're doing this now. I wish, like, so with a big boost currently, I think it's like 2.2, 2.3, 2.12, something like that. Some weird, odd, off number. It would be nice if we could set the amount we want to train and then just train it. Versus like the slider weird button, click in your amount. Oh, man. Don't hit it. I'm already hitting it. I've been hitting it for hours. I also don't have plunder sub. I'm not going to, like, take like a 4-minute march. No. I'm lazy. I will sit next to it and just smack it down. 2.4. Either way, I'm just like, I'm going to sit here and hit this thing. I'm good. Thank you. But I'm good. Anyways, like, there's some changes as far as still cracks me up. Anyways, there's some changes as stuff like that I would like to see. I mean, the fusing gems, fusing runes, fusing materials. There's some like little like, tweaks that could be made that would make it like so much easier in the course of stuff. The view, like the sort by quality, sort by number, sort by alphabetical order. I think it would be one of those things that would be way more beneficial. So, see, Electrona, like, Amber will never say she's stronger than me, but she Yes. She really is. No, I'm good. I'm like literally, I'm fine. Like I'm on mines. Like I'm good. You might see it as a potential waste of energy, but like the drops don't change in the SH. You just get one extra hit. See, it's cheaper. You don't get the drops don't change, it's just cheaper. Yes, exactly. The wife is always stronger. I mean, it's like you like you guys already know without me saying it who the cook in the house is. She's way better cooking at me than me. Way better. Not that I can't cook, she's way better at it. The saying around here is like, I'm the man, I wear the pants. She tells me which pants to put on. But, there. No, actually you don't. It's been tested. You don't get more materials per hit. You get an extra hit. It's the extra hit that gives you more. It's not more materials per hit. You actually get an extra hit that gives you more. That's why you're hitting it more times than you would normally outside of the SH. Anyways, it's been a thing. Yeah, like I said, the saying around here is I wear the pants in the house, but she tells me which pants to put on. So like just FYI who's really in charge. But anyways, 114. Your invader speed? What do you mean speed? How so with the speed? I don't understand. The speed of your clicker? Or what? I don't know what you mean by invader speed is. I can't see that on here. March speed with the runes. Okay. See, like, again, I'm lazy. I don't have runes in my invader stuff. Oh, now you guys are giving me more stuff to think about. I don't want to even think about runes, though. Thinking about runes is slightly terrifying. Oh, like really, I do not like runes. I don't at all, in the smallest little bit. Not even in the slightest. Plus the clicker I'm using is old. But I do understand what you're saying. Like, so sitting in the SH, you get a bonus that gives you, I think, 1 or 2 hits more on the end with the amount of hero energy you save per hit. So you end up with, I think, mathed out 2 hits more, which of course gives you more drops because, you know, gives you more drops per energy spent, not more drops in general per hit. I do understand the logic. I just, you know, don't like the March weight. Like I said, I'm like I don't have plunder sub, and I'm like extremely lazy when it comes to runes and other stuff for sets that I don't necessarily need runes in. So like, you are right. You get more hits because you save energy per hit, which means you technically get more mats. Not out of the chief in general. You just get, because you get that extra hit, you get more mats per energy spent, not per hit. Oh man, that was a confusing roundabout way to say that. I am sorry. My explanation was terrible. Oh man. I think I think, like that's, if I remember right, like I haven't mathed it out, but it saves you energy per hit, so you end up spending less hero energy to kill the chief. So if that makes sense, I think if I remember how it was mathed out. Where's Gary? Where's Gary Laser Eyes? Gary literally did a comparison on this and mathed it all out, and I can't remember what his thing was. Made me pull a SpongeBob and go, Gary. I just can't remember exactly how it mathed out, but I believe that's what it was. Is it's less energy per hit, which means you get more hits per energy spent, so technically you get more mats per energy spent. I just can't remember exactly what it was. I wasn't the one that mathed it out. See, like that's I normally just re-roll that. That is an excellent idea. I'm gonna remember that. That is an awesome idea. I have seen also people use so they don't have to mark them as favorites. People use old gear that they have rune slots in that don't have runes in them to slot the new runes in. So it's saved without being saved, if that makes sense. It's stashed away. But that is an excellent idea too. There's a capacity rune too, right? Trip capacity, I think, is also in a rune. So like you could feasibly use the same thing for a plunder or farming set. But yeah, I don't know, that's just an awesome idea. I'd never really considered that. Oh, goodness. Apologies. My brain's like just firmly and completely now waking up. Oh, goodness. Oh, oakley dokley. Brief moment. I will be right back. Quick bathroom break for me. Leave the clicker going, but yeah, I'll be back. Okay. No what? What I miss? Tiny ones. Ran over my own foot. All right. Tiny ones. Tiny ones what? Oh. What do you mean tiny ones? I am confusion. What did I walk back to? Oh, now you guys can like hear all my weird little noises and other stuff too that you didn't necessarily hear with the microphone and stuff before. I hope the quality sounds better. I know the video is better. Yes. The link for promo codes on iPhones would be super amazingly awesome if they put it in the game. Currently, the promo code for iPhone works like the promo code for PC. So the link you actually get for iPhone is pretty much just like clicking this. Granted, this automatically enters in my game ID. Versus iPhone, you have to enter in your ID. So would be sweet for you Apple users if they change that. There's like I said, there's like small little adjustments here and there that I think could be more beneficial to players in general. And I think overall, it would help from like, all the way to the top to the bottom, across like the entire expanse of like smaller players to top players. Just some like little, I don't know why iPhone doesn't have a promo code button. I don't know if that's Apple. I would assume it's not. I would assume it is not Plarium because, I mean, for Android and PC to have the button, that means it's built into the game. So I don't know. I think that's honestly an Apple thing. No idea. I don't have an Apple, so I use Android. But like, I know that's one of the things. Like, if when Amber and I, capacity runes, yes, that makes sense. There's only tiny ones. There's no like upgradable. That's crap. That is like the best way I can put that. Oh, sorry. Apologies. That was an unfiltered moment. That also applies to the Apple thing too. Gracious. That is one of the things when Amber and I talk about like phones, changing our phones, Apple. So one of the things is no auto clicker, no promo code button. Like that's like kind of just a thing. If they had an auto clicker and a promo code button, it might be, more feasible. But for us, Android is it just because of those two things alone on top of some other little things that would be manageable. The big things are, of course, auto clicker and the promo code button. Now, capacity runes not being upgradable, that's kind of a thing. As you guys heard my unfiltered comment about that. But like there are some things that need change either development wise or like obviously like adjusted. Not necessarily need, but would be nice if they were changed. Oh, yeah, that just like came flying out. I'm kind of shocked at myself there. Gracious. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Oh. So, there's been like 9 to 13 of you consistently on the stream. Audio quality good, video quality good. Anything other like stream wise you guys notice needs adjusted or changed since I've been streaming for like 2 hours? Yes, the gold for healing button. The gold for healing buttons gotta go. It is in the worst place on mobile ever. Worst place on mobile ever. Woohoo! Yay! Plans for this Halloween season? No. Same as I do every year. I don't know if I'm gonna do another Halloween song. Last year I did the Torin Mash. I don't know if I will do another one or not this year. I might not. Of course, there will be. I'm going to try. Fingers crossed. I'm going to try to get some giveaways and stuff approved. I haven't done giveaways the last like couple of months. So I'm going to try to get some good spooky season trick or treat kind of giveaways approved. You guys that have watched my channel for a while know that the Halloween season is a big one for me. It's almost bigger than Christmas in my opinion, because, well, I mean, I like this holiday, so. Gold for healing button. Back to that. The gold for healing button's gotta go. There are so many people, Amber and I included, that have spent a couple of billion gold trying to heal quickly and tapping that gold button. Now, so when I started my clicker here, one of the big things also that could change would be really beneficial. When I started my clicker here, I put do not ask again on the refilling. And when I put do not ask again and sorry, 1 second. When I put do not ask again, it changes it to it won't ask me if I want to spend gold to heal. It now won't ask me to confirm hero energy. It won't ask me to confirm spending boosts all at once. It changes that permission to everything. So, for instance, oh, well, I mean, there's nothing in my infirmary right now anyway. But if I did this, resurrect, it would not ask me to confirm that. It would just suspend it. That's because I changed it here on the hero. So, like, even if the gold to heal button could not be gotten rid of, if something could be implemented so every little thing had its own permission, instead of like, okay, so if I spend, or this will just auto refill every time I click add. Awesome. But then I go to my infirmary and click heal with gold. I'd have to confirm that I don't want to be asked about doing that. I just want to do it. So like if every single thing had its own permission separate too, I think that would help that a lot. Circling around to that. Audio is a big improvement. That is awesome. Thank you. Woohoo! I'm happy. If you notice, the stream isn't as glitchy and droppy and other stuff, so this is all what those donations on GoFundMe are improving. So that's just FYI. If you guys want to know how those donations are being spent. Ta-da! Oh man. Goodness. Plans for Halloween season. We normally don't do anything. Like Halloween is like my big giveaway thing. Of course, I do like Yule Day holidays or Yule Day giveaways, or I have in the past. Halloween is more like my spooky wheel giveaways and other stuff that I just don't know if I'm going to be allowed to do now because of the changes in the streamers program to the types of giveaways we can do. That's kind of one of those things, like I've got to figure out what possible mechanics I can put together now. So it will probably, it'll affect that, and it'll also probably affect my December giveaways this year, just because those are the two biggest months that I do giveaways in general. But so I don't know. The changes that were done in the streamers program this last year, I understand why they were changed that way. I'm not by any means saying they shouldn't have been. But it will change how some of my giveaways normally go. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the same type of giveaways this year as I did last year that were just fun and other stuff. So plans for Halloween this Halloween season would be more spooky giveaways and other stuff for you guys. And kind of trying to figure out how those go, I guess. Oh, it'd be interesting to see, since we can no longer do random stuff, well, as random as we did before, what I can put together. That's just kind of like the plans for Halloween season that I've got. Amber and I don't go to haunted houses. We don't do like other stuff. Honestly, I don't know how far through a haunted house I would get with my loving wife, because she has a scream that I can only describe as life altering. I'm not a man that scares easily, but when my wife screams, it literally makes me go statue still and freaks me out. Like, it's just one of those deer in headlight things. So I don't know really how far through a haunted house Amber and I would make it. She'd scream, I'd freeze, there we are. I'm not saying she startles easily, because she really does not. But when she gets startled, it's very alarming. So, so as far as like Halloween plans, it'll pretty much probably be around the house, hanging with the kittens and chilling with you guys. It is not an ice cream scream. It is like, it is. Dude, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Like, honey, do I have permission to tell them the mouse story? I mean, if she says yes, then I'll tell you guys a story about this thing. Like, I have literally never seen before in my life, and I grew up in the sticks. If you guys know what sticks are, what I mean by the sticks, like, sure, John, you know what I mean by the sticks. Okay, so, all right. So, little view into the life of our house. Some of you guys have seen the cats in the background of our videos. You have also seen like them climbing my lap while I'm streaming and other stuff. So we had a cat, one of our wonderful little adorable Smittens and Mittens. Okay, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about by sticks. Okay, so one of our adorable Smittens with murder mittens caught a mouse. Now, I'll preface this. Our cats are kind of odd. In like prey drive terms. Because their aspect of when they catch something like a mouse or a cat or I mean a mouse or a bird is not necessarily to kill it. I mean, one of our other cats carried a grasshopper alive in its mouth into the house, announced around the house that he had caught something, and then spit a live grasshopper out of his mouth in the middle of the living room. So when I say they are not necessarily normal, that's what I mean. So one of our cats brought in a mouse in its mouth, a live mouse, and proceeded to possibly, might be, Blade Master, you might have to talk Amber into letting me do a 24-hour stream. So somehow, I'll just put it this way, somehow said cat, said smitten, lost said mouse out of its mouth in the living room door. Mouse then proceeded to run, of course, scurry away from said cat into said house. Amber and I then started trying to get the mouse to get it out of the house because, you know, that's just what you do at that point. And in the course of moving stuff around to get said mouse, it ran over the top of Amber's bare foot. Not necessarily, you know, that big of a deal. Normally, I mean, of course, startling. This being a startleable thing, Amber screamed, I froze, and literally, I joke you not, I watched this mouse somehow, quote unquote, hike up its skirts and grow that much taller as it scurried on tiptoes across the kitchen. Her scream literally made that mouse grow almost half an inch in fear and scurry faster while I froze, deadpan like a statue. So when I say she's got an alarming scream, that is quite literally what I mean. So as far as Halloween plans, that would be, that would like nix end the haunted housing stuff. Straight up, moused up. I mean, this thing grew like, I mean, its legs got like a half-inch longer. I was like, what the F? Like, I've never in my life ever seen that happen. Ever. I didn't know mice could do that. No clue. And I grew up in the country with like field mice and rats and other types of rodent and varmints. I have never seen that happen until she screamed. I'm just like, I've also never heard a scream that has literally made me turn into a statue. Until now. But so, I mean, that kind of like, you know, tells you why haunted houses and other things would be necessarily off the table. I've never seen that either. Like, I swear, if a mouse like puffs up and goes like toe to toe with me, I would stare in awe at that point. I don't know what I would do. I mean, at some point I would recover, but I would just probably just stare and be like, what in the hell? So, maybe, possibly Blade Master, a 24-hour Battle of Light Halloween stream with a giveaway. There's other things that would have to go in there because, you know, I mean... So, I don't know. I can tell you about how thrilled Amber would be with me streaming 24 hours. About as thrilled as said cats would be too. There's like a house schedule. So there might be some possibilities for that. It would have to, like, instead of being a full 24 hours, it would have to be like broken up into chunks. Just because sleep-wise and some other stuff would need to be maintained for said house, not just me. I tend to get cranky when I get tired, so there is that. Yeah, like I said, I'd never seen a mouse like straight up. Woohoo! Yay! Thank you. I've never seen a mouse like straight up startle it or be startled into growing taller. I've never seen them puff their chest and like kick back on their back feet. Nope. Most of the time I've just seen scurrying through said haylofts or said house or said other stuff. But that was like hands down a first. I had never seen them straight up hike up, skirt, and run. Ever in my life. It didn't even do that when the cat spit it out. It just kind of like sat there. And like, well, I mean, it scurried, but it didn't like, you know, it flattened itself down instead of making itself bigger. So, oh man, gracious goodness. It'll be, so I don't know. There might be a Battle of Light event I can do, maybe, troop count willing, and some other stuff because, you know, if you want me to rank, I gotta have the troops to rank, or if I want to rank to give you guys giveaway rewards, I have to have the troops to rank in order to do it. So, I would need to figure out roughly like my monthly troop budget and go from there for that. So, but it is possible. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Not saying no, Blade Master, just saying I'd have to look into it. And the 24-hour battle, I would really need to see like how much of that 24 hours I have to be on the stream actually playing. Because again, there's like house responsibilities, and sleep responsibilities and requirements that must be met. So, but I can look into it, see if it's possible. I would just need to figure out like what other requirements are absolutely necessary to make something like that happen. So, but I will look into it. Oh, gracious. Oh, I guess this also like goes to show everybody that thought my beard was part of said mask too. It's 100% real. Tried to tell you guys that before, but anyways. Oh man, the stuff that randomly pops into my head. But I'm trying, or I'm going to try to get more like, or I'd like to, anyways, to get, let me pull it up. 1 second. I haven't set this part of the stream up yet. Oh, I don't know where it went. Anyways, I used a Halloween wheel last year. That was really kind of awesome. Online. I'm not sure. I've probably got the link for it saved somewhere. What's that? I've probably got the link for it saved somewhere. But it had like the spooky faces and other stuff. I don't even know where it's at now. It's probably in my linked or, past stuff. But I would like to be able to use something like that again. I don't know. Of course, the more I mess with that, the more that freezes. I don't know if it's possible anymore. But anyways, yeah. So Battle of the Light might be a streamable thing, as well as some other stuff. Of course, I mean, streaming events. But if you guys have ideas, by all means, what you would like to do this Halloween season on the channel, that would be always awesome. Always welcome your guys' input as well. So there is that. Oh, I like giving you guys the content and stuff that you want. I can't always necessarily give you the prizes you want, but I do like giving you guys the I do like giving you guys the prizes and stuff, or I mean the giveaways and content that you like. Sorry, I got all sorts of distracted and whatnot in there. Oh, so yeah, maybe a 24-hour Battle of Light Halloween stream. Might possibly be a thing. So I don't know. I just don't know. Things that could potentially be put together. I mean, like I don't carve pumpkins. Otherwise, I'd say like, I mean, I could probably do a pumpkin carving contest for you guys. You'd have to carve a Viking War of Clans pumpkin, enter submissions into Discord. Then said submissions I would have to pick like so many, send those to Torin. Torin would pick the best ones that win prizes. I don't know. Like, all stuff that's possibilities, I believe. But I don't necessarily know what you guys want. So, if you guys have ideas like that, would be super helpful. Forgot which chief I was hitting. Oh, man. This is like, honestly, I think one of the worst parts of gear. Well, aside from the amount of materials needed, I think one of the worst parts of gears. Sitting here hitting chiefs. Oh, gracious. What? Oh. Apologies. What? 24-hour battle of light. What other potential giveaways would you guys like to see? So, you know what? I'm not putting that there. I'm going to write it. 1 second. I'm making a note so I don't forget this. Send it to my wife. With giveaway for each top ranking skits. All right. One moment, troop. There we go. Okay. Star Shards is nightmarish. Buddy, I will tell you that. Star Shards is nightmarish. Sorry, I don't mean to tap. The Star Shard thing is potentially rough. That's one of the things I am currently out of. I don't know if I think I showed it at the beginning of the stream. I've got 5 or 6 town skins that need to go up. They all require Star Shards, and I mean, of course, you know, the Asgard stones and runic stones too. But Star Shards is like the absolutely nightmarish thing for me. It is really like kind of the amount needed is hefty. So like one of the things I would like to be able to give away would be Star Shards, and of course Star Shards and subs. Like I'd like to be able to give away some like 90-day subs for you guys too. Those are just like 2 of the things I can really think of. Star Shards and subs. As far as Asgard stones and runic stones, I don't know how giveawayable those are. I don't believe they are necessarily as rewardable by streamers yet. I don't know. I haven't done a giveaway for, again, 2-3 months. So here, 5. I have 5 that all need. Well, I mean, that could go up. Okay, so never mind. I take that back. Okay. So I've got four that can go up. That just the amount of star shards needed is just kind of, I mean, defense is just insane. But like I said, I've got I've got skins that need star shards, so I completely sympathize with that. Would be nice to be able to give away star shards and subs. I don't know how plausible runic stones and Asgard stones are, as like I said, I haven't done a giveaway for a couple months. I'm gonna have to kind of see how my approval for giveaways goes with prizes and stuff like that, as well as giveaways you guys want getting approved. Just because it's a mechanic that ouch, apologies. Just because it's a mechanic that I put out there doesn't necessarily mean it's a mechanic that will be approved. So there is that. +1 achievements. So achievements, no. I can tell you achievements will probably not be on there. Achievements have not been able to be given away for a while now. We were all told that they affect the game balance too much for us to give them away. So I would believe that achievements are still on the no list. Things that have been approvable are I have to find it. I have to find it. Aside from birthday month. So, birthday month birthday month is different as far as rewards and stuff, because birthday month is always way more than what we can give in general. So, excluding the birthday month, I'm trying to look back. So, normally, star shards, gold, 70-day boosts, hero energy, shaman power, normally 30-day subs, Helheim fire, silver, resources, and scout enlargements, maybe scout enlargements. Those are the normal. Achievements haven't been on the normal for a while, just due to the way things changed in the streamers program. There have been some things that disappeared, like town skins, +1 achievements, +1 to town skins. Now, Tauren surprises are entirely different. That doesn't count as a streamer giving it to you. That counts as me rewarding you a Tauren surprise and Tauren going, here you go. Tauren decides. That's the best thing I got for that. Tauren decides. So, Tauren surprises are always, I believe, always a possibility. Don't absolutely know for sure. Tauren surprises are fun to give away. They're things that like really can be extremely beneficial in one way, shape, or form or another. So as far as me giving away +1 achievements, I can't do it. Now, I'm going to say this like this. Tauren and Jurgen do what Tauren and Jurgen do. their approval goes way beyond like what the streamer can actually do. So Torin surprises, Jurgen surprises, stuff like that don't count as me giving away a +1 achievement. It counts as Torin giving away what Torin wants. There you go. That's kind of like the best way I can explain that. Torin surprises are normally just epically awesome. So I have, like, it is where, one second. There we go. Okay. Translator was, or webcam was ringing, translator, vice versa, whatever, what have you. So Torin surprises are just kind of one of those things of like, I have seen them range from a piece of King's gear, and this is a while ago. Just saying. I've seen them range from Asgard skins to pieces of King's gear to banker subs, plunder subs. I have seen like an assortment of things pop out of Torin surprises. A Torin surprise is like opening a surprise box. It really, like, he does excellent from what I've seen, excellent surprises. Of course, like anything I get given to me is a Torin surprise because it's just kind of there. But they are awesome. I've seen 90-day subs. Let me see what else. 90-day subs, +1 town skins, achievements. I want to say that's it. Because of course, like, a lot of the other stuff he will give is very similar to like what we get to give. It's just there's more of it. So like where I will give you 3.2 million star shards, Torin might give you, for example, might give you 10 million. Not saying that's the exact number. Yes, 322-day subs. Asgard stones. Torin surprises are awesome. So, can definitely try to get Torin surprises approved. Now, keep in mind, I do a giveaway. It's approved for 10 winners. I get 10 prizes. Two of those prizes are Torin surprises. Once those prizes are given out, they're gone. So, like, if I draw your name and both Torin surprises are already gone, they're gone. That's just it. I have never done or never had approved, I don't think, well, maybe a while ago, a giveaway that was nothing but pure Torin surprises. I don't know if I'm able to do that, actually. That would be awesome. It just kind of one of those things that might be possible, might not be possible. It would have to see per approval. The mechanics, again, like mechanic approval is an absolute thing that needs to be kind of like maintained too. Like I have to do certain mechanics in order to get them approved certain ways. So one of those things, whatever I do for a giveaway, keep in mind that whatever I do for a giveaway, the mechanics kind of got to be a thing. It's got to be game mechanics normally, because giveaways have changed, and winners must be drawn live. So there's that. Ooh, gracious. Goodness. What are giveaway ideas you guys would like to do? Can range anywhere from creative to non. Like, I mean, just keep in mind, it's got to be game related. If you guys come up with some ideas, I will twist them into some giveaways and see what's what. Roulette wheel. Unfortunately, I believe I can no longer do it. Goes into too much random. People complained. So I think it's all got to be game-based and related now. I liked it, honestly. It was to me it was fun. So all torrent surprises would be awesome, I agree. I just don't know how plausible that is. Like, no idea if he would approve something like that. The mechanics would be the hardest thing to approve, honestly. Because, like, I can't do just, like, random stuff anymore. Last month, we luckily got to, like, randomly draw things. We got to make, like, the birthday month gifts very easily accessible without having to do, like, specific mechanics. So, I don't know. I'll see. I've got a mechanic that I'm going to try to get approved now. I won't tell you guys what it is until it's approved, but I will try to get torn surprises for a prize and see where that goes. I know the Halloween, that might be possible too. I know the Halloween stream, last year I got to do a trick or treat wheel. That was awesome. That had torn surprises on it. So I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to do similar this year or not, but I'll find out. So the best I can say is I'll find out. There's like no absolute guarantees. So nope, don't use that. Okay. That was the end of my hero energy. Good lord. Ooh, the magic. I might have to like check with Pez about that one. I'll honestly remember how he did it. I could find out if it's doable. So but whatever it is, I want it to be stuff that you guys enjoy participating in, and other stuff. Like, I want it, whatever giveaway I do, I want it to be fun and stuff that you guys want to do at the same time. Like, I just have to keep it under certain guidelines for to get approved. Still not. Oh, enough of that, maybe. Good Lord. I didn't even know I had any of these. Please don't tell me I hit the wrong chief. I would cry. So I don't know. The trick-or-treat thing, trick-or-treat wheel might be possibly a thing. I have to just kind of wait and see. I don't know how much the ability to do something like that is. Nope, not near enough there. Ooh, terrible. With the changes to the streamers program in the last year, there's just been a lot of there's a lot of stuff we could do before that's just no longer plausible. It's not possible. I'd have to get in, figure out what all's still possible. I'd like to do the trick or treat wheel and stuff again with you guys, just because it was fun, but I don't know if it's going to be possible or not. But yeah. Anyways, said earlier today I was gonna stream while I hit Chiefs. I'm not spending the rest of my hero energy on Uber Chiefs today. So anyways, that's kind of been it for my stream. I will put some of this stuff together and try to get it approved for giveaways. I have one idea that I need to get approved for this month anyway. Oh, gracious. Thank you guys for kicking it with me today. It's been fun 3 hours. The stream has been working epically, which, woohoo! Also, please, I cannot stress this enough. Please, if you are watching this and you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. All the giveaways and stuff I talked about will be subscriber only. Also, check out that GoFundMe link that is on the videos on my page. Share it with people you know and other stuff. If you are interested in becoming a paid member of the channel, there's a description in the info tab on YouTube. There will be a Jotunheim stream from me. Not a giveaway, a stream. I will be streaming Jotunheim. So, just heads up. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for kicking it with me today. I will see you guys around on the next live video and in the community. I will see you later. Thanks.